Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a juicy throwback, a chapter of Izingane's Tembu that still has fans talking. So we're taking you back to when Tirelo was dating Umpumelelo Mselego as his second girlfriend and Uvuyo was the first. So, in this episode, we'll revisit the tense moments, that is, the house reveal, heartbreaks, and the infamous car sitting fight where Utirelo insisted on riding up front. So, we'll break it down to what led to it, how it affected each person, and what it says about the power dynamics in relationships. I'll drop the clips in between and then we'll analyze them together. So, if you're excited, smash the like button, leave a comment, especially if you remember watching it live, and let's get into the throwback. So let's set the stage. Years ago, Umpumelelo Mseleko was in a relationship with Uvuyokazi Ncweni. We call her in short as Uvuyo. She's often referred to as his first girlfriend, the mother of his daughter and his son. And then Utirelo Kale came in. She entered the picture as the second partner. The tension between these two women would become part of the reality TV. It will become part of the foundation of Izingane's Tembu. So guys, let me take you back in time to where this all started. So again, the question is, what exactly went down? Long before the tears and social media drama of the recent seasons, there was a time when Utirelo seemed confident, proud, and unshakable. This is the throwback to the early days, to when she demanded respect and refused to play second fiddle. First the house, then the ride. Let's rewind.
Surprise! Hi! How are you? The hell? Ufuna ndoni in the house? Easy. She's not pleased. I'm not okay because mna bendilindele dinner or lunch and I don't know what is the girl doing there. Alright. Why not nerves? I want answers. Now ndifuna nje answers bakwenzela ntoni. I understand why I'm feeling that reaction. When obvious, you're expecting you're gonna walk. What is wrong saying? How? Jiggy jiggy tada. Nax. Hey. Welcome. I understand that you're surprised. No, I cannot go there. I'm reminding you of can't expect lunch. Kutheni ezoplena yena nenye intombazana ngendlu ethi ngenguye. Yonke into ngoku kufuneka bekhona yena.
Picture this. Mpumelelo shows Utirelo a house, a symbol, a promise, an emotional turning point. The moment carried weight because Uvuyo was still in the picture. Imagine the hurt. Learning your partner has shown another person the home you believed could be yours. Now, we don't have public confirmation of every single detail of that scene. It was more of a narrative passed through fans, gossip, and clips from the show. But what's clear is how powerful that gesture is to give someone a glimpse of a shared future. I mean, we'll watch a moment later, I'll insert the clip where you'll see Vuyo's face. You can see the heartbreak, the disbelief, and possibly betrayal. That's the moment things changed. After this, the dynamics shifted. The story wasn't just about love, but about hierarchy and status in a polygamous setups. So guys, why would Mpumelelo do that? Is it a strategy? What message did that send to Uvuyo and to Tirelo as well? When power and symbolism meet, hearts can be broken. This was Utirelo also signaling on her side as the second girlfriend. I deserve visibility. I deserve significance. From here, the emotional burden fell on Uvuyo. She was no longer the only one. She had to compete, not just with another woman, but with a gesture that implied preferential treatment. And that's what makes this moment so tense. Let's watch, guys.
Umpumelelo uyazenzela nje na lento efuna uyenza uyayenza. I don't think uyangicingela.
Yes, I understand my emotions zakho ne, but nento engifuna uyi-understand ukuthi angeke ngithi mina woza lana uzobona indlu ngingambizi ukuthi azobona indlu na, and at the same time ngiyafisa ukuthi.
So, after that house reveal, you can see that Vuyo's heartbreak is vivid. You see a woman who believed in a place, now confronted with a new reality. She may have thought that she had a future with Mpumelelo, but now she watched someone else being pulled forward. We've seen people in relationships betrayed by infidelity, statements, or neglect. But in polygamy, the betrayal can be symbolic, that is, gestures, invisibility, and treatment. That's exactly the territory here. I believe you watched the clip that I just put, guys. Did you notice how she reacted? The internal turmoil, trying to hold on, trying to understand, trying to preserve dignity. But when your partner gives someone else something you expected, it cuts deep. This heartbreak wasn't just about losing exclusive love. It's about losing status, identity, and in a way, being replaced. Vuyo had to reposition herself in a changing love equation. That's painful, guys, and it laid early seeds of rivalry. Now, moving on to the infamous car scene. After all that tension, you'd expect some protocol when multiple partners travel together. Classically, you might expect the first in line to get favored seats. So in this case, we would expect Vuyo to get the front seat. But when the car arrived, Tirelo refused to sit in the back. She insisted that she had the right to sit in the front seat. That moment was a power move and a public stance. Let's watch this clip.
Hi.
Njani?
Yeah, please. So when njani?
Mina ngicela ungene ngemuva.
Why?
Ngoba ngizongena nobabili la yini.
Ngifuna ungena emuva.
Ufuna ungena emuva wena? Why?
Ngifuna ungena emuva. Uhlelelene front. Ntona ifuna e-front. Uyiqala nini into bahlala e-front?
Tirelo ngena emuva. Disaster.
Angazi noma beyalindela ukuthi bamvulele isicapha. Awu kimakala mugena setsashiyana ka hilia no kiri siyakhala-ke manje.
Ngani ngena emuva? Lena ayidingi nanokuthi lesiyikhuluma.
Komorago. Ayikini. Imoto yakho.
Guys, did you notice how Tirelo doesn't bulge? Did you notice how she asserted her dominance? She's not asking, she's demanding. She's like, no, I'm not going to sit at the back with your girlfriend. Like, guys, what's going on here? Are we missing something? Or she doesn't know. Or maybe at the time she didn't understand that she was in a polygamous relationship. So, let's try and break this down. So, that refusal to sit at the back is symbolic. She's not stepping down. In that moment, she claims equality or superiority. It's not just about comfort, it's a statement of status. I'm worthy of a Francis treatment. Wow. Vuyo, being forced to move to the back, would feel humiliated, invisible, and lesser. Guys, did you see how Vuyo walked away? You could tell that she was fuming. I cannot even say she was hurt. She was angry and fuming. Because I'm like, oh my God, what would Tirelo change things? And even Kupumelelo commented to say that this is not up for negotiation. Both of them should sit at the back. It's equality because both of them are there at the time with him. So guys, this chapter became part of the law that Tirelo is high and mighty. Back then, she carried confidence and entitlement because I believe maybe she believed that because she was the second and the last girlfriend. So that's why she felt entitled. And she didn't play small. She didn't hide. She pushed back. The car seat move became a metaphor for the power struggle in their relationship. So in this era, this was Tirelo's era of confidence. This is season 1. Tirelo walked with boldness. She knew she had Mpumelel's attention and she demanded that space and respect. She was unafraid to confront the first girlfriend and she was unafraid to stake her claim in visible ways. She wasn't cry wolfing or seeking sympathy. She was owning her station. She was high and mighty. She carried that energy, and for a while, it seemed like she would stay locked in that role. Let's watch the next clip.
No, Azam.
Sahlele mom uyangichallenge. Umchallenge wes. Uthungele phambili.
Hlala.
Ngicela ukuthi ungene phambili.
Ngizona ma. Mani, kwenzeni?
Angifuni ukuhlala noVuyokazi emuva Mpumelelo. Angifuni.
Why?
Because wena okare taba yakho ukhomplela go o batla nna ko pele. Ke hlala nomuntu wakho ke passengers. Sohlala emuva. Why angasu?
Yeah, guys. As I reflect on this, I'm trying to think about what polygamy is all about because, it seems like confidence is an armor in polygamy, And now I'm thinking about how this era back then shaped my perceptions of her. Because to be honest, up to today, there's nothing wrong that Tirelo has done, but on my side, I still take those things about how she treated Vuyo. Not that I'm being biased, but that left a mark on me in terms of my perception about her. And then again, the psychology of being the second girlfriend and how she tried to rewrite that narrative with strength. I mean, being the second girlfriend and the last one gave her that power. I mean, I'll use this word to disrespect to Vuyo or to show us her position that, you know what, I'm here to stay. So, and then again, other people, like when I checked online, other fans saw her as bold, pushy, and also unapologetic based on the scene, And of course, guys, no reign is permanent. Time, emotion, stress, external factor pressures, all of these shift narrative. Later, we will see Tirelo's confidence cracked. I mean, if you watch the latest season, her confidence cracked. She was crying. Tears came. She was vulnerable. But none of that was obvious in this first season. Let's reflect We've reflected on the moments that foreshadowed struggle, smaller trifles, disagreements, and tension building, as we just saw in this clip. But yeah, I was shocked, guys. So after watching this, I'm just reflecting that relationship stress can be caused by ego, being unfair to your partners, and failing to balance love, and then also these foreshadow how high and mighty status doesn't shield someone from pain. Because Uktirolo was high and mighty in season 1, as we just saw, but in season 3 it's a different story. We'll get to that analysis. I just wanted to take you guys back before I start building upon the analysis of what happened in the latest seasons. So guys, as I said, fast forward to the current season, we've seen Tirelo crying foul, feeling wronged, emotional. The confident posture of yesterday now condensed with the pressure of reality TV, public scrutiny, and emotional strain. That's what makes this throwback meaningful. To see that the confidence, or the confident vision of Utirelo, how it was built, and how circumstances eventually tested her. Tirelo is cried in diary sessions of the recent season. But who would have thought, guys? Who would have thought? Look at her in season 1. I feel like being the I can't say youngest girlfriend, or being the last girlfriend gives you power, over the first one. Which is funny because I believe the first girlfriend is the first true love. That's just my thought, guys. That's just my thought. So, from this throwback chapter, there are lessons for relationships, power, identity, and emotional survival. Here are some to take away. The first one is symbolic gestures matter. Showing someone a house can speak volumes. You might think that no, it's just a house, but then who did you show it to first? Who did you make plans with? It says a lot. The first person that you tell is special. They feel special. It should be someone special to you, someone that you're close with. The second thing that we can take away from this is that power moves often hide insecurity. So we saw that Utirelo refusing to sit in the back may be bold, but also maybe she was being defensive since she was a new girlfriend, trying to show Vuyo her position that she's here to stay. And then the third takeaway is that early confidence doesn't guarantee immunity from pain. Strength is tested. We've seen in the recent seasons, the last season, where Utirelo was crying because Mpumelelo married another girl before her first. Mpumelelo wasn't supporting the kid. A lot was going on. But who would have thought that would happen in season 1, where she was confident about the love her man Mpumelelo has for her. And then again, the key takeaway again is that relationships evolve. Roles, feelings, and dynamics change over time. And then public life complicates private matters. So in polygamous setups, especially, image and narrative become pickles. So guys, what I'm taking from this is that real relationships are complex. When drama is live, feelings get amplified. But behind every gesture and fight, there is a human story. Thank you so much for going back with me into this dramatic chapter of Tirelo, Vuyo, and Mpumelelo's story. It's fascinating to revisit how tensions emerged, how gestures became battleground, and how confidence was both shield and crack. If you enjoyed the throwback deep dive, please hit the like button, share in the comments which moments shocked you the most. The house revealed, the car fight, or Vuyo's heartbreak. Don't forget to subscribe and enable notifications so you don't miss the future episodes where we break down more reality TV drama. Until next time, thanks for watching, stay curious, and keep dissecting the story behind the screens. Bye!